mother was a sweetheart, and Daddy worked hard as a painter. Mother was the sweetest thing on earth. You make me cry. My father was a gruff person, a one-answer person type of guy. He asked me questions, you got one answer, never into anything. I very much enjoyed going to school. I was very smart in school. Not worldly, unfortunately, but smart. I was very looked up to in school as just a person and knowledgeable. And yeah, did great in school until hell broke loose. And many times the teachers used me as an example of how a student should be. If I was talking to a young person or even a young person's parents, I would tell them to be more mindful of who your children either play with or go to their house or, oh gosh, just what they're doing. Just don't assume everyone's nice. Everyone was nice from my point of, people are nice. Mother always said, people are nice if you're nice to them. Yeah, okay. Well, she was a sweetheart, but she was very wrong. Yeah. And how to bounce back after hard times, you just have to keep going on. And you just, unless it's something you can change, or because there were hard times of something you did, there's no one you can change but yourself. If your hard times came from yourself, from something you did, and just always be wary of other people that can come across as very nice, but they're not always. One good memory was Daddy brought home some dining room, his sister's dining room furniture, because she got a new set. So I said to my father, I saw all these drawers, and I said, can I have one of those drawers? That's how I was in school. Not, I said, can I have one of these for my school papers? And he said, yes, And oh my goodness, for days I was fancying up that drawer with papers just in the right way. And yeah, it was a big time. Well, I think what pops into my mind, and my young mind, is that people aren't always nice, although they seem to be. That sounds very negative for a young person, but it's a hard lesson learned. In other words, because people come across nice, their intentions aren't always nice. So I would have to say that, because other than that, it was fine. People were nice.
Yeah.
Just stick together. My mother always used to say that. My father too, actually. Stick together.
I mean, I think that's definitely, looking down through your life, that's one of the, I think, really admirable ways that you were, Mom, which is, you tried to keep family together.
I did. I always did. Yeah.
My mother's name was Helen. My father, real father, was William.
Okay.
Well, he died when I was about 8 years old, so I really don't remember too much about him. My mother was hardworking, and I think she did a good job. I went to Glen Head Elementary School in Glen Head, Long Island. We lived about a quarter of a mile from the school. I got to school by walking. We lived pretty close.
Did you have a best friend in elementary school?
I had one best friend, yeah.
Well, and what was his name?
Arthur Becker.
Oh, yeah.
He died about 40 years ago. 33 years we've been living here in Northfield. I like this house, but I like the house in Marshfield even more. Well, I liked it. Well, we had the view of the marshes and the ocean, and well, maybe it's, and we had a good dog, and maybe that's why I like the house so much. We had two good dogs when we lived here, and I always remember the night that we thought we lost them, and they wound up down at Cynthia's. No, I don't think the house is haunted.
Did you ever get in trouble as a kid?
No more than any other kid. Biggest lesson in life, I think, is not to trust everybody. I'm very proud of my family, and they've all turned out to be good children.
antiques, I really don't know. I just felt comfort with things that have a history to it. I do believe that this house was haunted. Normally, I wouldn't believe such a thing, but I experienced something from the past. I was in my bed reading, and I, everyone was somewhere else, you know, this and that, and it was quite peaceful. I'm reading my book in bed, and I heard definite footsteps coming up the stairs. And at the time, I thought it was one of my daughters. I said, Jen, is that you? I think it was Jen. I called out to, and I didn't get an answer. And I kept reading, and then I heard the footsteps again. And for some reason, it wasn't frightening to me. The people who lived in the house prior, and they had two boys, and before I had that episode of hearing someone coming up the stairs, I was speaking to the former tenants in my shop. I had fixed my shop up by then, and they said their oldest son would never go upstairs. He said, my father would never go upstairs. And I said, really? You know, right? This is just the way it went. It was incredible. And I said, why? He said he swore that there were ghosts up there. Spirits. I think he said spirits. And now we're older. I'm 88. Mal's 85, I think. 85. I robbed the cradle. I'm not so sure that was a good move.